Hello everyone. In the last video we saw how thread ID helps to maintain context within a single session. But as a conversation progresses, message history becomes too large and that leads LLM to receive a lot of unnecessary information which causes less accurate responses. That's where LangMail comes in. LangMail provides tools to add memory to our agent. Memories like semantic memory, procedural memory, episodic memory. In this video, I will focus on semantic memory, which is used to store facts and knowledge about the user. There are two ways to store semantic memory. First is collection and second is profile. In collection, memories are stored in the form of individual records or documents. Memories like user's name is John or user likes apples. These two memories can be stored in a single collection or into different collections. Second way is profile. Profiles are used to store specific data that follow a fixed structure. Here you can see that this profile follows a fixed structure that contains name, age, and a list of friends. At the end of this conversation, you see agent added new name of friend to this profile. When user starts conversation, agent picks relevant information from that conversation and store it in the vector store. And in the later part, whenever it is needed, it fetches that data from the store and adds it to the system prompt so that our model becomes more aware about the context. Let me give you an example. If I tell my name to the agent, it first stores that name to the vector store. And in the later part, if I ask what is my name, it fetches that data and answer correctly. We also have namespaces to separate different memories. For example, if we want these users to have their own memory, we assign unique namespaces to each user. In this way, they get their own memory, which stays available across all the sessions and not just one. In this way, semantic memory helps agent to remember important facts in the long term and without being restricted by the single session. Now let's switch to VS Code and see this in action. In this code, I am saving semantic memory in the form of profiles. In this profile, I am saving name and movie preference of the user. Here you can see that with thread ID 1, I am telling it my name and my movie preference. And with different thread IDs, I am asking it again, that is what is my name and what is my movie preference. Now let's run this code. Okay, it greeted me for this question. My name is Jayesh, and when I told my movie preference, it updated that. Okay, with the thread ID 2, it correctly recalled my name, and with thread ID 3, here also it recalled my movie preference as comedy. Now let's check how this works with collection, in which we will store semantic memory in the form of collection. Semantic memory is stored in the form of collections by default, so no extra code for that. But here you can see that I have saved namespaces as preferences plus user ID, so that semantic memory will be isolated for different users. Now, as earlier, I'm giving it my information, my name and my movie preference with same thread ID and user ID, and after that asking that information again with different thread ID but with maintaining the same user ID. Let's run this code. Here you can see that it greeted me. After that, it noted my movie preference, and when I asked for my name, it correctly answered that, and also it correctly recalled my movie preference as comedy movie. Now let's check once again with different user ID. Here I am giving thread ID 2. It is different thread ID than thread ID 1, and user ID as user 2. Let's run this code. Okay. it greeted me and noted down the movie preference. Now to the main part. You can see that it cannot answer because we have asked this question with different user ID. In this way, we can isolate different semantic memories for different users. This is all about semantic memory and namespace. Thank you.